Did you ever learn about money in school? Or did your parent ever taught you about money? Me, myself, I was raised in a poor family, so I never, get to learn about money, and my parents never taught me about money. So most of the time, I learned from what has happened to me personally and, learned quite a lot from what has happened to others. In the process of my life, I have come across people who made a lot of money and grew their income to a point whereby they never lack in life. They have made a lot of money that they could afford expensive houses, buy expensive cars, and afford expensive, vacation and trips. But as time goes by, they seem to lose all this money to the point that they cannot afford the basic necessities of life. Anyone who has been through this will tell you that it does not happen all of a sudden, nor neither is it spiritually inclined, like many religious people would believe. This is because anyone who has made money before or created wealth will tell you that there is clear difference between making money and, multiplying the money and putting it into cash flow. Remember that we are currently living in a world whereby intricate financial success is grossly driven by knowledge. And at a time like this, it has never become more important to educate yourself on financial management and literacy. In today's video, I'm going to holistically unveil all the pathways to financial literacy and how you can build on it to make, manage, and multiply your money. I will be doing this with the help of the whiteboard. Please watch this video to the end as I'll be right back. Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Chris. For those of you who don't know me, I'm a Nigerian content creator that is based in Calgary, Canada. And in my channel, I often talk about financial management, wealth creation, how to make money, how to manage and multiply your money. I also talk about investment and investment mechanisms, savings, and so many more. So if you have not subscribed to my channel, this is an opportunity for you to do so. Please hit that subscription button and do not forget to turn on the notification bell so that anytime I make subsequent and good videos like this, you'll be one of the first to be notified. Also endeavor to like, share, and comment in the comment section, and I'll be glad that you did. Okay guys, welcome back. Like I said before, we're going to look at the principles of financial literacy, the strategies that work, and we're going to start by defining what financial literacy is, and from there we can talk about the strategies of financial literacy and how you can utilize it for yourself. So what then is financial literacy? Financial literacy is simply the careful management of your finances, your resources, your money, in order to afford the lifestyle that you want. A lot of us are working today. We are planning for a good future. We are saving money, investing the money so that we can create that kind of lifestyle that we want. So when you have this ability to do all these things and shield yourself financially, then you are said to be financially literate. So what are those things that are included in financial management? What are those things that if you want to study financial literacy, what are those things that you need to, those core aspects that you need to look at? So one of it is earning. The way you earn income, you have to look at holistically all the possible ways you can earn income, because of course that wealth building occur or start with earning income. So you have to start earning income. So the principles in which you use to earn different kind of income, passive income, cash flow, all those kind of income, you need to understand them so that you can take advantage of them and earn that income. Then another one is savings. Saving is a skill. A lot of people don't know that saving is a skill because not everyone that can save. So a lot of people earn money, but not everybody knows how to save, especially when you don't earn a lot. So you need to learn that principles of savings. Know how to the different kind of accounts that you need to have. The different places you put your money in order to save them. So all these kind of principles, we also study them in financial literacy. Then another one is budgeting. If you're a kind of person that you spend money anyhow, you don't track your spending, so you have to start tracking your spending.
You have to budget your money. You budget money for yourself. You budget money for the different things that you do. You have accounts and they have application that will help you do all of that. So you do all of that in budgeting. The other one, very important one, is investment. So you need to understand investment mechanisms, different investment mechanisms. You need to understand how they work. And you need to know what is a good investment and what is a bad investment. You need to understand all these principles. And all this put together is what we study in financial literacy. So you need to understand them very well in order to shield yourself so that you don't go broke. So why then do we study financial literacy? We've been talking about financial literacy for some time now, but why then are we trying to know or trying to study financial literacy? One of the reasons why we study financial literacy is to be able to shield ourselves financially, in order to protect your finances. You need this knowledge in order to not to lose the money that you have. Because you already know that the amount of money you earn does not guarantee how successful you are and doesn't guarantee that you will go broke tomorrow. Take a look at the life of Tyson. That is Mike Tyson. We knew how he ended up. This is a man who earned over $300 million at the peak of his career. They went broke, and as of today, Mike Tyson is worth less than $10 million. Today, he's worth less than $10 million. So this is to tell you that financial literacy is very essential in order to protect your money. It doesn't matter how much you earn, you can still go broke. So, and it doesn't also matter how much you earn, you may earn very little, but with the knowledge of financial literacy, you can invest your money well and become very rich. A typical example of who has done that is Ronald Reed. Ronald Reed, I believe that a lot of us know this man. This man became famous for his ability to, through saving little by little, critical saving and investment, and he used it to build wealth. So this man was working in a cleaning company. He worked in a cleaning company for 17 years. He worked for this cleaning company for 17 years, and with the little that he earned, he was able to invest it wisely. And by the time he died at the age of 92, he has over $8 million in assets. So that is to tell you that no matter how much you earn, you may still waste all of that money and go broke if you don't have the knowledge of financial literacy. But no matter how less you earn, you can still utilize the knowledge of financial literacy and invest that money very well in order to create wealth. So this is very important. That is why we have taken it as a crusade to teach people, especially young people, the knowledge of financial literacy so that they will begin to protect their finances, they will manage and multiply their money. Okay, let's begin with earning. Since earning is the foundation of personal finance. So if you want to, start your journey into wealth creation and financial management, you need to, get a source of earning. You need to begin to earn. And there are many possible ways you can earn, which can be, you can have a salary, you can earn in wage, you can earn in tips, commission. So you need to understand your own pattern of earning so that you know how best to channel your resources. So earning is very, very important. So whenever you want to take a job, you need to realize that will this job be able to cater for your lifestyle? How does all these streams of income comes to you? You need to know where do you want to be next? Does this job make you happy? Are you taking this job for the money, or does doing this job make you happy? You need to understand these things when you are taking the job, and you need to know how long you want to be in a job before you move on to the next job, so that you can build that lifestyle that you want. Having mastered all the kinds of earnings that we have, we are going to look at the different type of income that you can have. There are 7 types of income that you can earn. Then we have the earned income. This is the income you earn from your salary, from your wage, and your primary job that you do, your 9 to 5. So we have the profit income. This is income that you make from selling a product higher than what you buy them. So a profit income is equal to selling price minus cost price. So in cost account, you get that by subtracting cost price from selling price. Then you get the profit income. Then we have the interest income. Interest income is an income that gives you an interest based on the amount of sales that you make. For instance, those of us that are familiar with real estate, sometimes when you bring people to buy a house, then you get paid an interest when those people purchase the house. So you get paid an interest. So we have dividend income. This is the income associated with stocks. So when you buy stocks, shares from the stock market, then after the stocks are sold, then you earn dividend income. The rental income is associated with real estate. When you invest money in real estate by leasing the property or selling the property, renting. When you put the property you buy, you put it on lease or rent, then you earn rental income. Then capital gain. Capital gain is when you buy an asset and sell it higher than you buy them. Probably you buy a house for 70 million and you sell it for 76 million. Then you get a capital gain of 6 million. So that is a capital gain. You can earn income by capital gain. The royalty income. This is an income that is associated with, intellectual properties. Intellectual properties. Properties such as music. You have it can be music, it can be books. So when you write a book or you have a music album, then after you produce this music or the books, then you put them in the market. Anyone who use this book or anyone who download your music or play your music pays a royalty income to you. So all these are all the kinds of income. But remember that all these 7 kinds of income are only possible by investment. They're only possible by investment. That is why we say that investment is the backbone of wealth creation. So everything that you have to do, saving of money alone does not guarantee wealth creation. It does not make you rich. Saving money alone only prepare you to invest the money. So investment, all these types of income now are driven by investment. You have profit income. Profit income when you invest your money in business. You earn profit income. Then business also can give you interest income on investing in assets. Then dividend income when you invest your money in stocks. Then rental income when you invest your money in real estate. You can get rental income. Then capital gain, invest your money in assets, income producing assets. Then you have this, the royalty income, invest your money in intellectual property. Then you have this royalty income. So all these incomes are driven by investment. But also remember that all this income can be active or passive. Active income occurs when you're actively doing a stuff or something to earn that income. For instance, the earn income, you need to physically be there and be doing that stuff in order to earn this income. So it is called active income. But passive income, you don't need to be there. You can be making your money while you're asleep. Like passive income can be, rental income is a passive income. Royalty income is a passive income. So interest income can sometimes be passive income. So we need to understand all this kind of income stream so that we can prepare ourselves towards, creating wealth and, generating, a lot of prosperity. The next financial literacy strategy we're going to be looking at today is investment. So investment is very, very crucial. Like I said before, investment is the backbone of wealth creation. So if you must make a lot of money and create wealth, you need to understand the principles of investment. You need to know how investment works, because investment is the driving force between earning income and putting the income into good use. So now you can invest money in many ways. So we have cash flow. You can invest in assets. So the major places you can invest money is in cash flow or in asset. So if it is cash flow, you can invest into business. That is the best cash flow. So in business investment, in fact, in the coming days, I'm going to walk you through how I started my first business, both the one I started in Nigeria and the one I've started in Canada. So in business, you need to look at business as a formidable cash flow that you can use to create wealth. It's not a must that you will start your own business. There are many ways you can invest in other people's business. You can start your own business. You can start your own business. You can invest in other people's business. You can also buy an existing business. So you can start your own business. You can buy other people's business. You can invest in other people's business. Me, myself, I started by investing in other people's business because when you don't have enough funds, so you can start with by investing in other people's business, and they pay you profit by percentage or by interest. So you can own your own business. You can also, buy up, depending on the volume of money that you have. You can buy up already existing business. So now we are going to look more into this to start your own business. If you want to start your own business, then you need to first of all make research on the kind of business that you want to start. You need to do extensive research, and that is part of the financial literacy we are talking about. You need to research on the business, the profitability of the business. Then when you finish researching, don't be in a haste. When you finish researching on the business, the next thing that you do is to start writing a business plan. Write a business plan. If you can't write a business plan, get a professional to write a business plan for you and guide he or her with the kind of business you want to do and the research that you have made about that business. So that is to some extent determine the profitability of the business after the business plan is written. Because in most cases, if you don't have money to start a new business, you can use your business plan to go and seek for investors. Because to be honest with you, it will be very difficult to see a bank that can give you a loan for a new business, except you have run that business for up to at least 2 years. If not, it will be difficult to get a bank that will finance that business. So what you need to do is that when it is a new business, after you write your business plan, you can go around, look for investors that may be interested in your business plan and want to invest in your business. Or you can also get funding for business through family members, through friends, through cooperatives. You can get finances through family members. You can get funding for family members. You can get from contribution from friends. Then you can get from cooperatives. Maybe there are other money lending society or some cooperative that you belong to. So you can also raise money to start your new business. So business can be a very, very important tool of cash flow. Then you can also invest in assets. Start buying assets, start buying stock. One of the easiest assets to buy in today's world is stocks, so that you can earn dividend income. So you can invest in stocks. If you don't have much money, you need to study some stocks, the way they do in the market, in the stock market. Then you need to do extensive research too on how history of those stocks and what has happened with the stocks in the past. So you need to understand these things. You can also invest in other kind of assets depending on the volume of money that you have. If you have larger sum of money, you can invest in real estate so that you can get, either if you lease it or rent it, you can get rental or, income. But if you sell it, you can get capital gain. If you buy, do some touches, sell, then you can get capital gain. So investment is really very, very crucial when it comes to wealth creation and financial management. And you need the knowledge of financial literacy to understand the principle of investment and how you can utilize it to your own advantage. The next financial literacy strategy is savings. Savings is putting money aside for an investment or for something. So when you are putting money aside for something, or you are putting money aside because you want to invest that money, we call it savings. So savings is very, very critical when it comes to financial literacy. The primary source of your saving is from your earned income. Earned income. And where does your earned income come from? From your job. 9 to 5. Job. Your job. Your 9 to 5 job. So when this money comes, what to do with this money is very, very important, because what to do with this money will actually determine what your future financial goal will be. So now there are 3 things about where you can put this money. We have 1, your needs; 2, your wants; 3, you have your investment. So your needs are those things that you need to survive, like shelter, food, water, and the rest of them. So when you earn your money from your 9 to 5, you can cater for your needs, which are very necessary. But want are those things that you can do without, just like vacation, enjoyment, and the rest of them. Sometimes you can do away with all that so that you can have enough money to put into investment. So sometimes I always suggest that you make 40, 60. That is 40 goes into savings. 40 goes into your need, then 60 goes into investment. You can push 40% of your earned income into catering for your needs, and 60% of it can be saved for investment, or invest directly, or put directly into investment. So, but for your want, you can avoid want and deal with only need and investment. Remember that one of the reasons why we save money is to meet that future ambition that we want to have, that future happiness that we want to have, whereby we are financially free. We can no longer, depend on a 9 to 5. We can, be happy. That place that we be, that money is no longer our problem, and we need to make some trade-off. We need to make some sacrifice in order to get this our financial ambition. We need to make some of this sacrifice. So the next strategy of financial literacy is spending. A lot of people waste a lot of money want, and that have put a lot of people into financial ruin. Like the story of Mike Tyson. For those of you who have taken your time to study about this guy, you could see the way he spent all of his money. There was a time he bought over 100 cars in a day. He went to the car lot and ordered for 100 cars just in one day. So this is how he blew up all the money and was highly indebted. And there was even a time he went to prison for some assault and the rest. And from there, life had been difficult, and he could not meet that financial aspiration that he so desired. Keeping track of your spending is not an easy thing to do, but anything that is good doesn't come easy. So for you to build that financial dream that you want, that financial prosperity that you desire, you need to fast track your spending. You need to know how to spend your money. So there are many apps you can use for that today. If you don't have that financial discipline to do that by yourself, You could use many app, that can help you track your spending and make sure that your your end, your earnings is not less than your spending. Make sure that your earning, but there are a lot of people who spend more than they earn. And when you spend more than you earn, you are going at a very fast rate to financial ruin. Before you know, you are indebted. So track your spending, know the money you spend, all the money you put, try to, when you save money, make sure that when you spend it, then you are wise in spending your money. You put your money into want. You put your money, that is wants, that is the basic necessities of life. Then you put your money into investment so that you can create that aspiration, that financial aspiration that you want. Understand that there is difference between multiple streams of income and multiple struggles. Multiple streams of income and multiple struggles. Multiple streams of income is not, doing different jobs. Doing different jobs is multiple struggles. You work here in the morning, maybe 4 hours, you go to another place, you work 5 hours, you work 7 hours in another venture. Then when you are doing all this, you are not creating multiple streams of income simply because you earn income in all those places. So multiple streams of income is when you get your earning, you put some into some investments that will earn you income from multiple sources. For instance, I made mention of passive income and active income. When all your income depend on is active, that means you need to physically be there to earn that income. Then what you have is not the multiple streams of income. But when your income are becoming passive, you earn money, you put some of the money into investment, you put some of the money into capital gain, you put some of the money into rental income, into royalty income, then you can see that at a time all this income will begin to produce. For instance, you have royalty income, you have capital gain, you have interest income, you have and so much. So when all your earning come from here, this is passive income. Then this is multiple streams of income. So now there will be a time that these multiple streams of income will begin to pay a lot, that you come to a point whereby you don't need the active income anymore. You don't need this active income anymore. Why? Because your multiple streams of income are paying large sum. So you don't need this active income anymore. So your multiple streams of income take care of all your bills. So when this occur, then you have multiple streams of income. So for you to do that, you need to track your spending, put more money into investment than you put into waste and consumption. So when you do that, then you set yourself up for, very, very good financial standing that can lead you to financial prosperity. The final strategy of financial literacy is debt management. Now, so for you to also excel financially and, use your money very well, you need to study the act of using debt and managing debt. Like I told you before, nothing is wrong with taking a debt. It all depends on what you use the debt to do. So, in fact, I have spoken extensively on debt management. We have the good debt and the bad debt. So, good debt is the debt that is collected and put on investment. Any debt you put on investment, you put it in business, you put it in, in stocks, you put it in cash flow, then it's a good debt. But if you collect a debt and use it for consumption, you put it on waste, then it becomes a bad debt. So you need to study debt. Whenever you want to collect a debt, look at the interest rate, look at the kind of investment you want to put the money, know whether that investment will allow for you to get your money back and also get interest that will be enough to pay off that debt. So that it becomes a good debt. So all these things are very, very essential when it comes to to wealth creation and financial literacy. We have come to the end of this video, and if you have not subscribed to my channel, please do so by subscribing to this channel and turning on the notification bell, so that anytime I make subsequent videos like this, you'll be one of the first to be notified. Please do not also forget to like, comment and share this video to your friends so that you can help me get to 100 subscribers, and I'll be glad that you did. See you guys. See you in my next video. Bye bye.